Day 2 of the World Economic Forum has a session tagged An African Economy of Scale with a panel of the Vice President of Nigeria, Shettima, the Secretary General of the African Continental Free Trade Area, AfCFTA, Wamkele Mene, Senior Administrator at Government Pensions Administration Agency in South Africa, Mary Vilakazi, and Executive Vice Chairman, Africa and Asia, Yara International, Lubs Larsen. Thank you. Attention here is on the African Free Trade Area and how over 1.3 billion people are connected into a single market, unlocking novel opportunities for African and global businesses in critical industries.
The products that were traded ranged from processed agricultural products to manufactured goods to services also. The lessons that we learned is that actually the private sector is ready. Governments have to move much faster, but private sector across the continent is ready to take advantage of the AfCFTA. This year, the intensified effort will be on the services sector, so tourism sector, banking sector, within the framework of this pilot, this guided trade initiative that we want to see, and the enabling tools. And I'll mention just two of those enabling tools. One is the Pan-African Payments and Settlement System, as I mentioned, to enable payments in local currency, to reduce the cost, to reduce the barriers to trade. And then second, soon the Ministers of Trade will conclude the protocol on digital trade, which will further enhance competitiveness of Africa's economy.
The achievement of AfCFTA is also of interest to the Pensions Administration Agency in South Africa.
When we look at the numbers of how much the frictional cost of trade is on the continent, because as you said, people need to access currencies that they don't trade in. I think it's about $5 billion a year, which I think which actually could go back into the economies. And I mean, you made the point around lending. So some of the challenges that we see, and where as banks we would like to leverage more of our balance sheet for productive capital formation.
The potentials of digital revolution in Africa is the message from the Vice President of Nigeria, Mr. Shettima, and he seeks for partnership to explore the potentials.
We are the youngest continent in the world. For instance, Nigeria, the average age of the Nigerian population is 19. And this huge youth bulge, we can truly transform them into demographic dividends. I'm afraid I'm an eternal optimist. I don't want to see it as a demographic disaster that will consume all of us. Because once we wear our thinking caps as leaders, once we reach out to the global community for partnership, I believe that Africa stands poised to be a driver of change and growth in the world.
Sessions like this will continue until Friday, January the 19th, when business and country leaders will return home with knowledge and collaborations gained at the World Economic Forum of 2024 for implementation. Ini John Mekwa, Channels Television News.